All right, let's move on to question number 2. Buy or sell? Are you buying or selling that remote work has negatively impacted team communications and marketing?
I would buy.
All right, tell me why you're buying that remote work is making it harder for us to communicate.
Because I would say it's been great in terms of access to a larger talent base. But having said that, the downside of it is that communication and collaboration takes more effort than it previously did.
I had this conversation with my wife yesterday, and her company is going towards a return to office 5 days a week model. In other words, get your ass back here. And not everybody in the organization knows it. Don't tell them, please. But she's like, yeah, I got to go into the office. It's going to be like 30 to 45 minutes each way. Now all of a sudden I have less operating time. I can't get home for dinner. Like, oh my God, the world is falling. And I was like, hang on. When you signed up for this job, this is what you signed up for. Like, there's got to be some good things about it. It's a beautiful office. You're going to be in downtown San Francisco. It's a lovely place, despite what all of the internet says. And she's like, it turns out there's something to this where I was in the office and then after the meeting, everybody leaves the room and then they talk about the things that they need to go do because of the meeting. And there's the post meeting, which turns out to be great for collaboration. It seems like, A, we're fractured because we're remote and then we're distant. So everything has to happen within a very concrete time box where we're in front of our screen. Do you think people moving back to the office solves the first problem of marketing being fractured?
I don't think so. I think that it can help. And certainly we have a lot of office collaboration time these days, but we tend to make it very focused around specific things. I think that, though, that the problem that most teams now have is the genie's kind of out of the bottle. When COVID happened and we all moved to remote work, people were hiring everywhere. Well, it's going to take a long time before you can get everybody, unless you really force it. And some companies are, but unless you really force it, for a lot of organizations, it's going to take quite some time until they are able to get a whole team co-located, which, has had pluses and minuses to it as well.
Yeah,
So
the ironic thing to me is everybody's coming back to the offices, but the offices are set up to be co-working spaces. So this notion of having your own desk and having a place where you can go and do the work and like do novel things like leave your laptop and your keyboard in one place, that doesn't exist
no,
anymore, but we're all supposed to go back to the office. And in the meantime, communicate and collaborate where we're trying to find a place to sit. It seems like there is going to be a big transition as the world decides to go back to work.